Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Thursday afternoon, early research edition. Okay. Folks, do you see the title? Okay. Haiti gang leader threatens civil war if prime minister does not resign. Let me say early. In my opinion, those are rebels. The media is saying gangs everywhere, gangs taking over. Those are rebels, in my opinion, rebelling against colonialism, rebelling against foreign nations intervening in their culture and what could be the demise of their integrity and other things. I'm saying rebels. Not that you have to agree with me, but I do want to open up the floodgates, so to speak, allow people to speak. Barbecue, that's the name of or just one of the leaders that they're pointing to by way of the BBC and other platforms. Barbecue is a former police officer. He's leading the charge. He's the guy that they're putting him out there on Front Street. Number 9 may or may not tap in. I do want to comb through this. Again, I don't consider these people to be gangs. I mean, there can be no revolution without bloodshed. That's a fact. But Haiti does not have a history like some of the other places, I'll just say on the globe, who are mentally enslaved. Mentally enslaved. And I have to respect what they're standing for. They're standing for something. Now, I'm a proud American, but at the same time, I don't want to see Haiti follow the lead of other countries who are bowing down and bending to all sorts of things by way of just LGBTQ plus, let's just call it what it is, demands. We may or may not touch on Ghana. Ghana has Ghana's a parliament has issued oh my goodness, where are my notes here? Ghana's parliament has issued a new LGBTQ plus law that is even more strict than what they've been known for going back to 1960. Ghana's parliament passed an anti-LGBTQ plus bill, okay? And we can talk about the death penalty, life in prison, and other things in Ghana, okay? But as of now, Haiti, gang leader threatens civil war if prime minister does not resign. Now, the prime minister of Haiti has, in the last 24 hours, he's now in Puerto Rico. But now they're not offering to help him. They just have allowed him to land there. Okay, you can call in if you like. And I would like for anybody who's of Haitian descent to call in and educate not just me but others. A lot has changed over the decades. I don't want to go too far back into the history. You know the history, but what they're standing for right now, I have to respect it. It's almost somewhat of a crash out ideology and or philosophy. We're gonna rebel. Again, rebel is the word that I'm using, okay? For the algorithms, of course, we're going to go with gang, civil war, and all sorts of stuff because we are all slaves to the algorithm. Let's not act like we're not, okay? Troll babies, good afternoon. Whew, I'm sipping a protein shake and I've got some water here, okay? And folks, when you call in, let's do a deep dive here. We can do all the trolling stuff at night, okay? I do want to focus. And also, the showrunner, help me, please understand what happened to Steve Stout. Very, very smart guy. He and I had a very productive meeting. I think it was either 2000 or 2001 when he was still at the record labels. But there's something about him or something between he and Dame Dash that just still is unresolved. Anybody in the live chat, did you see Steve Stout on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharpe? I didn't see the whole episode. I watched maybe 20 minutes. I didn't like the part when Shannon Sharpe asked Steve Stout about Dame Dash. I didn't like that. And then Steve goes into this whole thing about Dame blew it and yada. I'm like, dog, why go there? The interview is about you. It's about you. Am I wrong? Maybe it's me because I'm just older. I don't want to always keep seeing black men hashing out their differences. To be fair, did Steve Stout in the entire interview, which I did not watch, did he kick in the backs of any Caucasians who have been resisting the things that he has tried to do by way of marketing? Very brilliant man. Let me just say that again. Steve Stout, very brilliant man. But and anybody know what year did he whack him over the head with the bottle? Pow! I think they were in Steve Stout's office. Diddy the gangster. Okay. All right. Those are my topics for this afternoon. Again, research edition. I want to talk about the Haitian rebellion. Sac passe, Maboule. You've heard me speak about Haitian people over the decades, ever since my radio journey started in March of 2000. Just genuine love and respect for them. I've always had great business dealings with them throughout my Brooklyn, living in Brooklyn and other boroughs. And I respect the fact that they are culturally proud and they want to keep that. Oh, in my community section, I put a video up for those who, happen to go into my community section from time to time. Is anybody up to speed on the Chinese over in Ethiopia? Now, I posted that video for anybody who, took notice to it, because if Haiti allows other nations to do what China is doing in Ethiopia, then yes, Haiti will lose their culture in a sense. Certainly, they will sell out their resources to other nations. Pardon me. In the community section, there's a Chinese company that has invested. This article that I'm looking at goes back to 2019. They have invested $100 million in some type of shoe manufacturing a company and coffee processing. Now, the little video in my community section is just it's an IG post of what clearly you can see the regiment that the Chinese put the Ethiopian people through before they get started at work, to work in a shoe factory. It's like a military exercise. They're marching, and then they turn to the right, damn, Ethiopia, huh? Phone lines are phone lines open right now. Let me get my friend, and I think he's my top news correspondent on the line here. He's at work, but he has found time to assist me. Gene Richmond, is that you, sir, on a Thursday afternoon?
This is Gene Richmond, also known as Number 9 on a Thursday afternoon. It's a pleasure to be back on the Star Report.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, thank you. I know you're at work. I want to get right to it. They're using words like gang members, chaos. Not that you have to agree with me. You and I just briefly discussed this. In my opinion, Barbecue, who's just one of the leaders, former police officer, these people are rebels, rebelling against United Nations, threatening them and all sorts of things. Can you take it from there, and anywhere you want to go, I'll give you that time, please.
Well, we have to, for just to start, we always have to be well aware that you can't always believe everything you see in the mainstream media, and you cannot always believe who the so-called truth tellers are. Haiti right now is in the midst of a massive civil unrest and turmoil. And it's been under turmoil for several decades, but now things are coming to a head. 2 years ago, the president, the current president at the time, was assassinated. And this would bring a huge downturn in Haitian politics, and would also bring a major dissent within the people. I mean, you can understand, with the president being assassinated, there is a trust issue. There are people who are still suffering from the backlash of that, and there are people who are seeing that the powers that be, who are truly behind it all, are not paying the price, and they're standing on the world stage saying, hey, we're here for our people. Let's align with nations like Nigeria and nations like Venezuela and European benefactors. But then again, if you go into the state capital of Haiti right now, where all the so-called rebellion is going on, there's still massive poverty, there's massive crime, and the people have turned to the streets in a mode of revolution to create a coup of sorts to overthrow this government. And I'm with them.
Say that again, sir. You said you are what?
I said I'm with them. I support it.
Bravo.
I think blood shall run in the streets. Blood should run in the streets. There should be bloodshed. There should be a revolution. We
wish death upon no one, but and for those who don't know, you are of Haitian descent. Your parents came here. I forget what year, but you a proud Haitian man, or are you American Haitian? I forget how you word that.
Well, let's be clear. I'm America first.
Oh, okay.
let's be clear. I'm America first. Let's not muddy those waters.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is my forefathers led the first Black revolution in the Western Hemisphere in 1804. That's historical fact.
That's correct.
So the people are resilient. And if you want to take a history lesson with the history of Haiti, Commander Bolivar from Colombia in the mid-1800s dedicated the Colombian flag in honor of Haiti and assisting them in the war, in the Colombian War for their independence. So the reality is that there's been influence within the Haitian people. After World War II, Haiti took in thousands of Jews who left Europe after the atrocities that happened in Germany after the war, and they went to Haiti. Yeah. And they went to Haiti. In the early 1900s, Haiti assisted Poland in redirecting many of their people who left Poland when their unrest, and they came to Haiti to settle. And their descendants are in Haiti to this day. So there is a history there of Haiti standing up and taking in people and doing what's right as far as revolutionaries. But the thing is, we've come to a time where it's turmoil, and the people have had enough. And they're not going to take it anymore with corrupt dictators, corrupt foreign influence, and corruption that has run wild, and people are not seeing any returns. The poor are getting poorer, violence is on the rise, and the people have had enough. They don't own anything, they don't have access to capital, and they're tired of it.
Yeah. If I can interrupt for a second here. According to Reuters, as of yesterday, the United States is calling for Haitian Prime Minister to expedite a political transition. So they want him to step down. What is his reason for not stepping aside at this particular point in time? Because he's in Puerto Rico, last I checked, as of yesterday.
Right. He's in Puerto Rico. You see, it's funny how the government, it's funny how the United States government is asking for him to step down. It's the same United States government, a la the CIA, that got him in Puerto Rico to begin with. So you got to look at the manipulation game. If they're going to give you truth, they're only going to give you half truth. And we know the establishment is not to be trusted. Let's talk about who the current Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, is. He's always been a hatchet man. He's always been a man who's always worked with France, and he's worked behind the scenes in Haitian governments for the past 25 to 30 years. He was someone that was never really trusted. He was always a lifetime politician. He would be the version of a Joe Biden or a Lindsey Graham, so they never really trusted him. If
I can jump in again, according to Al Jazeera.com, Barbecue, the rebel, I'm calling him a rebel, not a gang leader, is threatening genocide if the prime minister returns. Can you give us a little background on Rebel? Because you and I just briefly discussed this morning. Who is Barbecue?
Well, Barbecue is the street name of a man who's taken up arms and is leading a what they call a gang. But these are former Haitian military and Haitian policemen. Mm-hmm. They gave him the name. They gave him the term Barbecue, is because he would burn his so-called victims in giant pits, and they would have a field day of it, so to speak. And that's how he got the term Barbecue. But he's
about that life. He's about that life. For real.
He's definitely about it. He's definitely about it. I mean, again, he's heading up this what they call gang. I call it a task force. Ooh. And they're taken to the streets.
I like that.
I call it a task force.
I like that.
Absolutely. They're taken to the streets. They're going up against the Haitian army. They're going up against the police. They're going up against anybody that opposes the movement that they're trying to set. You know, the government needs to hear what the people have to say, and if they don't, these people are going to burn it down, and that's what's happening.
Your knowledge with regards to barbecue, who, by the way, folks, in case you're not up to speed, barbecue is not wearing masks like everybody else. Barbecue is taking photos showing his face. He's going all out. So is barbecue saying that he wants to be in charge, or is he looking to implement a different council? What sort of government demands is he making at this point in time?
Well, from what we understand, what he's saying is, first things first, we need a new political regime.
Okay.
He wants to clear the way of the prime minister, his goons, and every other associate that's in there right now, okay, and start pretty much from the bottom up. He wants a new election. He wants people to have voting rights, which most people cannot vote on that island.
Right.
Contrary to popular Haitians are unable to vote in the election. These people are typically, these so-called officials are typically selected. So he wants a new election process, and he wants a brand new administration. So that's first level of demand.
Okay. Hang on a second. Hemp Lord, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. He says barbecue sounds like a real nigga. Okay, thank you. Blade is tapping in. Thank you, Blade. Didn't they just say last week that the former Haitian president's wife was in on his assassination? I don't know. I kind of lost track of the former Haitian president. Was his wife involved in his murder, assassination?
Yeah, she was indicted. She was called in on an investigation as far as colluding to the death of her husband. I mean, she claims, obviously, she's going to claim her innocence, but, you know, the investigators have also brought her in on corruption.
Was she working for the CIA or British intelligence?
She could have been. I wouldn't be surprised. At this point, the waters are so murky, you have no idea who's who and what's what. I mean, this Haitian story about corruption and these devious ways, I mean, you can create a miniseries on Netflix about it. Yeah. I mean, this is something that, you know, if a Hollywood producer couldn't produce it with so many twists and turns, but this is where we are. So what I'm saying is things have to come to a head. You know, the people are outraged, they're angry, and they're taken to the streets, and they're not going to take no for an answer. Yeah. So Ariel Henry is going to have to eventually step down.
Is your family okay? I know you've got family back in Haiti. Everybody all right?
I don't have anything. Not anybody that I know.
Oh. When's the last time? Anybody that I know. When's the last time you've been home? Respectfully.
Maybe about 20 years ago. Okay. About 20 years ago. Been about 20 years.
Okay. What else is it that we need to know before you go? I know you're kind of short on time. What else do we need to know about this rebellion and the lack of support that Haiti is getting from other nations? The threatening to not do business with them if they don't adhere to certain ways of following suit, shall we say?
Well, I think the reality is when a nation wants to rise up, and when a nation wants to seek its own freedoms, its own independence, have its own powers, its own liberties, then you have so-called globalist powers, whatever you want to see, that interject and, you know, want to put their foot on their necks, if you will. If you don't play ball, then you don't get anything. And I think the Haitian society, they're done playing ball. You know, the people have nothing to show for it. Yeah. So, you know, they want their piece of this earth, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get their independence back and to get the freedom of their country. And I think this is by an any means necessary method. And this is what we're seeing now. And they're not going to back down, and they're not going to take no for an answer.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate you making yourself available. Anything going on your platforms, or should people just follow you on Instagram?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at real number 9. And on Instagram, you can also follow me on X at real number 9 as well. So, you know, check me out, drop me a message. Let's do business.
Great to talk to you, number 9. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay. Gene Richmond, you see, when he gets focused, he hits the nail on the head. Folks, I'm doing a research show here. Haitian gang leader barbecue threatens civil war if the prime minister does not resign. Okay, that's my research topic. Also, Dame Dash has responded to Steve Stout. I'm not sure if I finished up on that. That particular story. Steve Stout, a marketing guru, former record company executive, sat down with, actually, Shannon Sharp went to his studio, and then they were riding around in, a vehicle. And then they also went down, went down to the Queensbridge houses, so niggas could stand around, keep it real about, we was over there pumping the drugs, and we was about to shoot Steve Stout. I mean, just all that goofball shit. But Steve Stout started going in on Dame Dash. Now, I just found it odd, again, that he put that much energy into Dame Dash. And correct me if I'm wrong, it looked like Shannon Sharp kind of made a face like, yeah, as if, Dame was he didn't say anything, but just, just facial expression. Whereas before, he doesn't even make faces when someone is talking about someone else. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, no? So Dame Dash responds saying on social media, I didn't see him do a video. He said, that's why I had to slap the shit out of Steve Stout. Now, I don't remember that. Maybe I missed it. Anybody got any information? Did he indeed slap Steve Stout? This is a research show. It's something I missed. Some part of a violent encounter happened between these guys. Best Faye, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Jay Norris, thank you so much. Yes, Jay Norris. I mean, the U.S. has its issues, and I'm trying to comb through this. Again, I want to be more so educated as opposed to just giving my opinion. But thank you for your donation. Blade, I got your donation. What is Blade saying here? Hold on. Yes, Blade, can you send me a screenshot if you have time? And where did Dame say that? That was right after the Steve Stout interview came out. Where did that happen? Okay. Hey, Kerry, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Kerry says, hey, Mr. Terrain, I'm having a crappy day, but the show is helping me get through. Oh, okay. Whenever you travel back to Seattle, let's at least have coffee or tea. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I'm moving to North Carolina next week. And then I do plan to get out to Seattle this summer. Thank you, Kerry, for your support, okay? Let me bring in a few calls here. Area code 401, Thursday afternoon. Are you there? 401?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Stout?
Hey, how are you, man? Talking about Haiti. I'm calling them rebels. Are they gang leaders? What's going on?
From what I heard from you, because I really haven't heard too much about it. I'm really just hearing about it from you. But just from the information that you've given off, it sounds to me like there may be possible CIA involvement. But I don't know. This is I'm just saying what it sounds like. But because that's what they've been known to do, overthrow governments with rebels, and then, you know what I mean?
You're a proud American.
But I don't want to speak.
No, stay there. You're a proud American, born and raised, and you don't really pay attention to foreign affairs. Keep it real.
Absolutely. I'm good where I'm at. Why am I worried about them?
Well, listen, I appreciate you tuning in because as you know, I do try to pump the brakes from the nonsense from time to time that we do in the evenings.
Yes, sir.
But this afternoon, I want to do research. I appreciate your call. Before you go, did you see the Steve Stout interview, Club Shay Shay and Dame Dash saying that's why he slapped the shit out of Steve Stout?
I did want to give you a little information that I'm a little privy to on that.
Please.
That I've heard. And so when the Dame Dash, when he slapped Steve Stout, it was, I believe it was Central Park. I believe it was Central Park, somewhere around like 2009 to 2012, some area.
Jesus.
Yeah. If you look it up, if you look up Dame Dash, Steve Stout, Central Park, it'll pop up, I'm sure. It might be a different park, but I know it was in a park. I remember hearing that.
Okay.
And That's Steve Stout. That's what he's been rebranding himself as. He's the brand.
Well, now, hang on a second, sir. I remember Dame Dash ran into Lee Daniels at a concert. Is that what you're talking about, or you saying he?
No. That's a separate incident. I'm talking about. I believe it was Dame. He did an interview. I want to say with some. I don't. He's done so many interviews with so many publications. I can't remember which one it was, but I remember him in the interview. If you look it up and just take the time off, one of your researchers do it. They can find where it says he slapped him in Central Park. He put his hands on him. I believe Steve Stout didn't sue, or he didn't even take legal action or nothing. He just took it on the chin and said that's what it is.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Hey man, I appreciate the call. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No doubt. Man.
Okay. All right. I let him speak. We're doing research. Anybody got a link to when Dame supposedly slapped Steve Stout? I know he ran down on Lee Daniels. Hey, Lee Daniels. Hey, girl. Lee Daniels owed Dame Dash some money. Whoa. What is this? Dame Dash threatens to kill Steve Stout. Whoa. Wait a minute. Okay, is this a new? Damn. Oh, my goodness. Blade, can I send you a link? And can you watch this, Blade? I cannot watch this right now. Where's Blade's email address? Holy smokes. Okay, Blade, I'm sending you a link. Can you, if you have time, see if Dame Dash says on video that he's going to kill Steve Stout. Did Dame reach his breaking point? Let me go to area code 919. Good afternoon. Are you there? Doing a research edition. Area code 919.
How you doing, Star?
Hey, Mofax.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, good to hear from you. I just popped open your email. That's crazy. What's going on, man? Good to hear from you.
Yes, I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to call in, one, to give a textbook lesson in staying on code.
Please.
We tell the Haitians and everybody else to stay out of our FBA ADOS business. So it's no business of ours what goes on in Haiti. Ooh. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. Ooh. What I'm saying is, you see, this is how it happens, that we can't be hypocrites and say stay out of our domestic business and be involved in their domestic business. You know what I'm saying? That's the point I wanted to make. But there are some things we need to keep an eye on. I've been tracking this story for a while now, that they sent, Global Forces sent 1,000 Kenyans to Haiti like a few months ago. Mm-hmm. And it's in the article I sent you. And obviously they got their boots smoked, because the Biden administration now is calling for a multinational security support. Basically, they want American multinationals to intervene in Haiti. I'm totally against this. I say the Haiti people need to solve their own problems the way they need to solve it. So I'm just showing this is how you stay on code and not get in other people's domestic business. Only thing I'm saying is if it involves the United States, we need to stay out of it. Just a couple more things I want to.
If I can respond to what you just said.
Sure.
One of the front runners of the term foundational Black American, Mr. Tariq Nasheed, aka King Flex, he did a documentary on Haiti. Yes, wonderful documentary.
That's correct.
That's correct. Okay, so he did, get into their history, business, if you will. And I don't know how I appreciate his efforts. He does brilliant work. But with regards to where Haiti is now, as a journalist, I am going to talk about them. I am concerned. As a human being, I see them being mistreated when they come here. I see them greeted on horses with whips down at the border and other places. Hang on. Whilst other cultures are welcomed, given all sorts of vouchers for housing, food, and other things. So I will be talking about this. Please.
No, You beat me to the punch because that's where I was headed at.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is we shouldn't be picking sides on who needs to win. What I'm saying is let them resolve how it needs to be resolved. Now, like I said, you beat me to the punch because if there's any person that's a true asylum seeker, it's a Haitian. And they should take priority over anybody else at the border to come into this country. If that's what we're doing, we're letting asylum seekers in. That's what we need to be doing. So I want to be very clear. What I'm saying is not getting involved in saying this side, we need to be on this side or that side. Well, if we ask them, go ahead.
No, I hear you. I hear you, Mo, but I'm very interested in the not just the history, but the future of Haiti. Yes, I'm interested. I want to know what is going to come of it, and I'll even say in a way that they are, willing to die for the preservation of their culture, their dignity, and the future of their children. I respect that. So that sounds hot. Stay out of their business. That sounds hot, but as a human being, I'm interested. Go ahead.
No. Like I said, I've been tracking this story I think you're misunderstanding where I'm coming from. What I'm saying is, as me, I'm speaking for myself. I can't get involved in their domestic business if I ask people not to come here and get involved in FBA ADOS domestic business. Right. So this is for me personally is what I'm saying, because that would make me a hypocrite. What I am saying is, as a nation, as United States, if we're offering aid to asylum seekers, the Haitians should take priority at the border over everybody else that's just coming here for a job. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm standing in solidarity with them. And I think I'm standing in solidarity with them because
I'm not going over there to help them fight. But,
right.
Yeah, I'm just. Whoa.
That's what I said. I think. Yeah. No. Come on. No, so I'm just saying. Maybe I said it clumsily, but I'm just saying. For me personally, I'm interested in the story because there's some in U.S. involvement in it. But I'm just saying I can't say who's on what side, which side is right, which side is wrong. Obviously, looks like a civil war. I will say who I think is right and who's wrong.
I think Haiti. Okay. I think Haiti is right. Haiti's right to present.
No, I'm saying the two factions in Haiti that's fighting because this is Haiti on Haiti.
I'm riding with barbecue. He's on real nigga time.
Okay.
He's on real nigga time. I'm right with barbecue. To be clear, go ahead.
Okay, I feel you on that one. But one more thing I want to put on the table before I get off here is this. Let's not forget that Hillary Clinton took control of a lot of the resources in Haiti after the earthquake. So if they're sending these troops to shore up their resources and their interests down there, and the Haitians were big in 2016 on Donald Trump's side against Hillary Clinton. So I would like to see how this plays out in the 2024 election. So I'm keeping an eye on it. Like I said, I'm standing in solidarity with the Haitian people because they're being treated wrongly at the border. We haven't seen anybody else, like you said, hit with whips and horses and anything else. It only seems like it's the only heavily melanated people to get treated wrong at the border, and they have the most claim to be here because their country is actually in turmoil. So I just want to lay that on the table.
Mo Fax, can I ask you? Can I ask you one more question? Are you up to speed? I'm sure you are. In Ethiopia, the Chinese, there's the biggest shoe manufacturer in Ethiopia, and they are getting the Ethiopians regimented military exercises before they go to work in these huge warehouses. Have you seen that video? It's in my community section.
I just watched it before I called in. I did see that.
Whew.
What the Chinese are doing now, the Chinese came in with a gift in hand, but that gift came with stipulations. And now we're seeing the other shoe drop is that I'm sure you read this book or you have knowledge of it. It's called Diaries of an Economic Hitman. America's been doing this. The Chinese have started doing this. They come in, they get integrated into your national, your national, your resources of your nation and these things. And then when you can't afford to pay back, they take control over it.
Yeah.
And now they have you high interest on loans and everything else. So
that's what the IMF has done to Jamaica over the
yes,
decades. Yeah.
That's correct. But I want to be clear. I'm standing in solidarity with Haiti. May the best man win and let them figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say this. America needs to stay out of it. America needs to stay out of it and let the people, you know what I'm saying? The winner will win. Okay. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate you, man.
Are you welcome, sir?
Yes, sir. Okay. I'm Ryan with barbecue. Sac passe, ma boule. Something else I want to put on the table this afternoon. This is an early research edition. Holy smokes. Please, somebody tell me if this is cap or not. On the screen, Vice President Camala Harris. Did she have a bunch of black teenage girls at some type of function, or was that at the White House and they were playing Sexy Red? Ski, bust your head, bust your head. I saw a video with a young female. She's very cute. And she said, "What's up, y'all?" She said, "I'm in the VP's house." Was that the vice president's house, or did she mean the White House? And you could hear Sexy Red in the background. Ski, bust your head, bust your Oh my God. Does that matter? Is that not a big deal? It's on the screen, but if it's cap, we'll keep it pushing. Blade, I sent you a link. Hold on, guys. Blade, I sent you a link. That video says Dame Dash threatens to kill Steve Stout. Is that what is said in that video, or is that just, somebody adding sauce to him on social media, talking about that's why he, slapped Steve Stout back in the days. Willie, I got your donation. Okay, you're going to call it from area code 732. Okay. Folks, I don't know these numbers, so if you're on hold or you're trying to get on the line, just send an email. Nobody is blocked from calling in here. Nobody is blocked. I just want you to stay on code. That's all. Let me see if I can pull this person in. Whoever this is, area code 203. This is a research edition. Are you there? 203.
It's number 9 again.
Hey, what's up, man? No, you're not.
I just had to call back. I just had a couple of things I wanted to add.
Okay.
We're hearing about CIA implications. We're hearing about foreign nationals and NGOs being involved in this. Let's go a little bit back, a couple of decades, to one of the most prominent dictators, Francois Duvalier, also known as Papa Doc.
Mm-hmm.
He is probably one of the most profound figures in Haitian political history. Under his regime, the Haitian society was actually well-to-do. They were together. Obviously, every nation has its issues, but there was a form of Haitian solidarity and control. He was a dictator, but he had his hand within the nation and the economy. But what people don't know, Duvalier was also a CIA asset. Yes, he did share information and was part of the CIA payroll in the 1960s and early 1970s. And also, this would also continue after Duvalier's death onto his son, Jean-Claude Duvalier, Baby Doc. And he would also continue his affair with the United States CIA. But things would take a turn. When Baby Doc decided to pull away from American imposition, then you had people who invaded the island, and they were causing mass chaos in their economics and their uprising.
Okay.
So then Baby Doc gets outcast. He gets exiled. And this would be about 1986. A few years later, you would have the imposition of Aristide, who would come in and lead an offensive against any foreign entities that were in the Haitian economic stature and the Haitian political forces. But then again, the CIA would rear its ugly head, and then a couple of years later, Aristide would be exiled. So I don't know if you're noticing, there is a pattern here of foreign affairs and foreign implication, NGOs, organizations like the Core Group, and big banks that come in and destabilize the economy when the leader doesn't want to play ball.
Right.
So on one end, they're calling for a removal of a political figure, but on the other end, their hands are just as murky and being involved in the affairs of this island. So there's several moving parts that are happening here.
Man, you're on fire right now. I'm so glad you called back in. Okay.
Well, I mean,
please continue.
I mean, this is. I mean, in order to get to the answers, we have to ask the questions and go deep into the history of where this started.
Right.
And you're talking about the let's call him the rebel leader, Barbecue. He wants, and I'm calling him a revolutionary because he wants Haitians to stay in Haiti. He doesn't want people to migrate to the United States and Chile and overseas to other countries. Like you said, he sees the mistreatment of Haitian migrants on the borders of the United States and in Mexico and in Chile. He wants his people to be in Haiti. He wants Haitian people to thrive in Haiti, to create their own businesses, to have their own livelihoods. He doesn't want them to leave, from what I understand. He wants people to come back and create a stronger, more united island.
Can I jump in? And listen, I'm going back. I'm old. I'm proud to be old. Is Barbecue on real nigga time like Idi Amin was back in the days?
Well, like I said, there's a reason why they call him Barbecue. He is known for hijacking, for Shanghai.
That was my nigga, General Idi Amin.
and putting them in pits and cooking them alive. He got off on that, hence the name Barbecue. Yeah. He had a by any means necessary attitude.
Yeah.
So, like you said, that's a real nigga.
Yeah.
That's one of the realest niggas out right now.
Yeah. Hashtag protect barbecue or hashtag keep barbecue. I'm wild, man.
Protect barbecue by any means necessary.
Right. Okay.
Freedom fighter.
Yes, clearly. Well, hey, man. Thank you for calling back. Now you're at work. Do you want a few more minutes, or do you have to go? I'm not rushing you. I'm enjoying the education.
Oh no. I'm here for a few more minutes. I've made the time, and I got the time.
Okay.
And that's what I really wanted to say. We have to look at what I forget the gentleman's name who just called Mo Fax. He talked about Hillary and Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely right. There's a book written by Peter Schweitzer called Clinton Cash, where they talk directly about how the Clintons go into nations worked with leaders like Mugabe and worked with the Haitian president to so-called create and redevelop Haiti after the earthquake back in 2010, if you remember that major earthquake, which devastated the island and displaced millions. Now you had...
Hang on, stop right there. That earthquake, by way of conspiracies, pardon me, was the HARP machine. You've heard that, yes? That they used the HARP machine, experimenting, if you will, on Haiti for that machine. You familiar with the HARP machine?
Oh, I'm familiar with it. The great Alex Jones did a whole special about it. So yes, on InfoWars, I am definitely.
I've been up to speed way before Alex Jones. Don't act like he's the only person to the HARP machine. Please, let's not do that. Stick with me. Somebody else wants to tap in. Hold on a second. This person says they are from of Haitian descent. Good afternoon. 786. You there? 786.
Hey, what's going on, Star? I'm enjoying the topic today.
Thank you,
I want to first start off by saying "Coupe tête, boulet kai."
Okay.
That's a quote that us Haitians live on, and I can see that number 9 is on code, and I respect it.
Nice.
And let me translate what "coupe tête, boulet kai" means.
Please.
It means cut off their head and burn down their house.
Ooh.
And that's what we on right now. And we're not talking about the native people in Haiti. We're talking about the people that's infiltrating the land, that's causing harm to our economy and to the individuals of that land. And this is Al from Little Haiti.
Hey, Al.
And I want to first.
Hey, man.
And I want to say, it's funny how when Haiti assisted South America with their revolution, you can see the impact that Haiti had within the flags of these South American countries like Brazil, like Venezuela, like Ecuador, Colombia, Peru, Costa Rica, Nicaragua. When you see that red and blue flag within their flag, that's a tribute to Haiti. But times like this, when we need reinforcement, when we need the support that we issued out to them, we can't get that back. And one thing I can respect about barbecue is he's living up to his name, and he's a freedom fighter.
That's a fact.
And we need to put to put respect on that man's name, because he's seen the injustice that was happening on the island, and he did not stand for. He will not stand for it, and he will go against any regime that is trying to destroy the native land. Now, I told you from long before, Star, I'm all for the bullshit, but this is not that. This is the modern day.
Well, hang on a second. I have to jump in. I just need you to watch the language. It's early afternoon, but you.
My apologies. You won't get that no more. But I'm just amped, Star. You know, this is the modern day Toussaint Louverture. This is the modern day Jacques Dessalines, and if we gotta burn it down to cleanse the land, we gonna burn it down to cleanse the land. And number 9, I respect you being on code, because sometimes you could be on some ish, but I respect it today.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not gonna hold up, Star, because I'm amped and I want to hear the comments, and I actually want to see. You know, I'm actually watching this firsthand, and I've been watching this since you had an episode a while back, and I hate to go back, and you and Rugarani was talking about barbecue. And I respect the fact that you guys went into and you guys went into details with what's going on, and people actually seeing it now and don't understand why Haiti is in the position that they're in. We're talking about the first free Black independent nation. When Haiti got their independence, they set out to free every Black enslaved individual. That's why they supported the South America Revolution. They said, we're going to give you arms. We're going to give you ships. We're going to give you resources. All we ask is that you free the Black the Black captives. That's the only thing we ask for. We said, anybody, if you come to this land, you look like us, you will receive the help that you need.
Yeah.
So
Haitians have been on code, if I can just interject. They've been on code, using that term for those who, may have that understanding. They've been on code. And yes, I'm very, very interested, and I'm in support of them. And in my title, I'm calling barbecue a rebel. But go ahead and finish up. I'll take your time. Go ahead.
Yes, and one thing I want to say is that, a lot of us, we don't understand the history. And you know how people say history repeats itself? No, history don't repeat itself. Man repeats itself. And we have to stand up against the opposition, against these forces that want to destroy us. When they was during the transatlantic slavery, when we were coming over here, when we was getting dropped off in these islands, when we was getting dropped off in the U.S., it was destruction that was happening to our people. And it was a lot of rebel spirit within these individuals that did not stand for it. That's why, if you notice, Haiti defeated the strongest military mind of all time. People don't understand how powerful Napoleon and his army,
Napoleon Bonaparte,
and his army was. On his deathbed, Napoleon talked to his brother-in-law and told him, I want y'all to destroy the island that's tainted my legacy. His brother-in-law surrounded the island and demanded reparations, or they was going to invade the island again. That's why, if you notice, from an aerial view, Haiti has no real lumber. Haiti has no real trees. They had to pay it off with these items. They had to pay it off with the resources in the land. And people don't understand how when Haitians come over here, getting disrespected at the border with whips like modern day slaves. Now, look, I'm sympathetic to the cause, because at the end of the day, I'm viewed as a Black man, and I am a Black man, and I have Haitian descent, and I have Haitian blood in me. And so I don't want to hold it up. I just want to say, coupe tête, boule kai, and we on that.
Right. Al, I appreciate you as always, man, and thank you for the education. Yeah, thank you for the education, man, and stay in touch.
Wait, one last thing.
Yes.
People don't understand why the U.S. want Haiti so bad. The U.S. want Haiti as a naval base so they could treat this like Puerto Rico and drop bombs. Man, we're not having that.
Okay.
We're not having that. People need to really do their research because it's deeper than just what people seeing on the surface. And Star, I don't want to hold up the line anymore. Appreciate the show and appreciate the contact.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Okay. That's Al tapping in from little Haiti down there in Florida. And for those who don't know, I always like to give credit where credit is due. Al's the guy who called into the Star Chamber back in the days, and he said, never show your plate to a nigga that's hungry. That's Al. Number 9, I'm going to let you finish up, man, because I want to get some other calls in here. I appreciate you. Anything else you want to put on top of what Al said about Haiti, the rebels, barbecue?
Well, Al made some great points about the history and the current position that the economics and the political standings and the rebellion stands on the island. In closing, it's the reality of what happens when a nation is completely under turmoil and duress from a corrupt institution and outside forces. And like they say, when the downtrodden is pushed too far, the people rise up and they revolt. And this is what we're seeing, and this is a result of it all. I also want to say I think FBA should enlist and go to Haiti and help them fight too. What do you think? Some FBAs. We need some FBAs. we need some FBAs out there fighting, don't you think?
Hey, man, I appreciate you, number 9. We will talk soon.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay. Al tapping in, Gene Richmond. Man, we're having a good discussion here, and thank you to Mo Fax as well. Bucks Dollar got you donation, sir. Presidential assassination, destabilize countries, force regime change. Okay, sounds like America's touch. I would have to agree. Spanky Big Head. Well, Spanky Big Head. Hey, man, I want people to talk. That's what the research shows are about. Al has supported this machine, and I want you guys to hear people talking. I get tired of talking about myself. I could sit here and talk about I bleached my teeth last night. I could talk about the Benz dealer. Well, not a Benz dealer, but I took one of my Benz cars to a goddamn shop, and oh my goodness, $1,300. I didn't blink. I said, oh, okay, just something with a goddamn a hose, a bolt on the AC compressor, and some fluid. $1,300. If you can't afford the upkeep, you shouldn't have the car. So I didn't say nothing. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to talk about myself right now. Let's keep it pushing. Hey, Vernita, I got your donation. Thank you, darling. No, Vernita, send me an email. I don't check IG DMs. I'll be in North Carolina next week. Emerald Isle. I'm never hiding. Okay, that's where I'm moving to. Emerald Isle. Okay. Newt, I got your donation. Dame Dash sneaker in high demand in Ethiopia. Guys, rebelnyc.shop. Please purchase some merch. That's one of my sponsors. Okay. And hold on a second. Willie, I got your donation. Are you on the line? So where is Willie? Area code 732. Let me see if this is you right there. 732, is that you, Willie?
Yes. Peace. Yeah,
peace. How are you?
Giffy the God.
Hey, man, thank you for your support. Where do you want to start, sir?
I wanted to say that Jimmy, they call him Jimmy Barbecue. If you look on Vice,
yes,
they got a nice they got a nice documentary on him.
Okay,
a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. So if somebody want to know more about him, they could check that show out.
Well, hang on a second, because Ruga Ronnie, who still assists me with this show, she did a breakdown on him years ago. So I'm putting respect on his name. But barbecue. Are you of Haitian descent?
Nah, I'm black.
Okay, come on. Where do you want to go?
Nah, that's it. And then with Dame Dash and
Steve Stout.
What's his name?
Steve Stout.
And Steve Stout. Yeah, they I think that's just all a play right there. You know what I mean? Because that's how Shannon's show going right now. One person get up there and just say something, about somebody else, and now next person you're gonna see up there is Dame Dash. You know what I mean? So that's all that is.
I think he was already there. Wasn't Dame Dash already on? I'm sorry, Troll Babies. Wasn't Dame Dash already on Club Shay Shay? I could be wrong. No, I'll Google it. But the question I'm asking is, did he indeed put hands on Steve Stout? If so, do you know where? Are you from the New York Tri-State area?
Nah, I'm from Exit 9, New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
But,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying he was already on Club Shay Shay in the live chat. They say you're on a perk 10. They're saying that nigga's on a perk 10. He was already on Club Shay Shay.
Nah, I'm on a 30, yo. I'm on a 30.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call. Thank you.
Peace.
Okay. I could have sworn. Let me Google, because it's a research show. I don't just be sitting here saying the wrong thing. Hold on. Was Dame Dash on Club Shay Shay? Okay, I'm looking at it. He was already on Club Shay Shay. 2 years ago? It was 2 years ago. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure. And I want to say something else about Dame Dash, because we are well, I am in the media, and he's always a hot topic, so to speak. Yeah, he was already on Club Shay Shay. I remember. Okay, I'm looking at it now. He had the dog. I forget the dog's name. Yeah, he was already on Club Shay Shay 2 years ago. Let me say this, for those who have never heard me say this before. As much as we mention Dame Dash from time to time, please remember this, and please remember that you heard it from me, the objective hater. Dame Dash put a lot of people on. A lot of people. He put on people who weren't even worthy of being put on. And when you look at some of these other people in the world of entertainment, sports, social media, people who always got something slick to say on YouTube, ask yourselves, who did they put on? Dame put people on. You may not like his ego, but he put people on. Gave them not just jobs, but careers. Careers. Say what you want about me. I have put people on. I put on people who weren't even worthy of being put on. Gave them checks, jobs, all sorts of stuff throughout my journey. I still put people on. Ungrateful ass people. So anyway, I want to make this about me. Dame has put people on. I just want to say that because, again, the issue with him and Steve Stout, I didn't even finish watching the interview because I said, oh, man, why is he going in that direction? I got a lot of respect for Steve Stout, but damn. Rob Lowe got your donation. Thank you, Rob Lowe. Where's my alleged daughter, Killer? Killer, I sent you an email. I need something from you. And Blade, I where is Blade? Hold on a second. Video is cap. Okay. Blade says video is cap. Dame did not say he was going to kill Steve Stout. Okay, thank you, Blade. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think, Dame would crash out like that. Tony Money got you donation, sir. Thank you for tapping in. He's got the Haitian flags and the under the cash. Baker got you donation. Okay, well, what year? Baker, you're saying Dame Dash smacks Steve Stout over a bet. What year? Is there a link? Can anybody send me a link? If I had to speculate, Dame's a Harlem nigga. Where is Steve Stout from? Steve can't dress in my Steve Stout. He can't dress. And Dame probably was snapping on his gear. You know, Steve Stout says something slick and then pow. Oh my God. He was vicious in his day, Dame Dash. You couldn't stand around him if your socks didn't match your t-shirt. Shit like that. Let me go to area code 58. No, pardon me. Who is calling in from a 305 area code? Good afternoon. This is a research show. Are you there? 305. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, can't keep you on the line if you're not ready to talk. 305. Yes. Are you there?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Are you ready to talk? Hello. Okay, let's get him out of here. Sheesh. Folks, I take all calls. Nobody is blocked. But please stay on topic or just, join the conversation. Jesus. Let's go to area code 404. Good afternoon. We're talking about Haitian rebel leader barbecue. Are you up to speed? Good afternoon.
No, I'm not up to speed on the Haitian thing. I just want to speak on Dame Dash and Steve Stout. I seen that interview on Combat Jack a while back. I want to say Dame Dash hit Steve Stout up the head with the bottle about 1999 or 2000, around that
I think that was Diddy, sir. Diddy hit him with a champagne bottle.
Okay. But I do know around that time, around that early 2000s time, that's when it happened. Because I remember him saying...
Well, sir, you've already said he hit him with a bottle. That was Diddy and Steve Stout. You're calling a research show and you don't even have the facts. What are we doing? Come on.
All right, it wasn't...
Let's get him out of here. You see, folks, this is not about me just wanting to be a prick. This is social media. This is the age of information. This ain't the radio. Yo, I used to listen to you back in the days. Nobody cares. Come on. Call in with the education, information. Hold on a second. Dennis, Haiti is lost. Okay. Dennis, I can't open a link right now, sir. I'm taking calls if you want to call in. Hey, Penelope. Okay, Penelope, we're not going back to the Risa Tisa episode. Can I ask you to go into that video and leave a comment under the video? Please? Okay, we've already addressed it. The comments from Charlemagne, and then he apologized. Please get up to speed. Hold on, guys. I want to ask one more time, and then I'll keep it pushing. Vice President Camala Harris. Can I just read the story to you? I got this from one of my favorite websites, Media Takeout. Oh, they've been good to me over the years. Is there any truth to this? U.S. Vice President Camala Harris, following an International Association of Firefighters, some type of legislative conference in Washington, D.C., on March the 4th, she called for a temporary ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Okay. And then was it the same day or the next day? She had a bunch of black females from HBCUs. I saw the video, and they were dancing to Sexy Red. Ski, bust your head, bust your head. Well, where's Dana? Dana, you out there? Dana with the data, any intel on this? Let me look in the live chat one more time. Guys, is this cap? Did this happen? Is she pandering to black people again for votes? Oh my God. Who was that went on the Breakfast Slop and they said they used to listen to Tupac in college, but he was already dead? Was that Camala Harris? I forget. They caught her capping. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. Area code 347. Good afternoon. 347. Are you there?
Hey, what's going on, man? So listen, hey, I'm a Haitian dude out in Brooklyn.
Excuse me? Say that again.
I'm a Haitian brother out in Brooklyn, New York City.
Okay. How can we help you, sir?
And I just want to make a comment on what's going on in Haiti right now.
Okay.
And this is something that a lot of Haitians are not aware of. If you look on the flag, right, the Haitian flag, right in the dead center, you'll see the face of a demon. And I've always believed that the same spirits that...
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. He sounds like a goofball off the rip. We're calling it, we're talking about barbecue. Haitian rebel. He's putting his Mac down. Please, let's do the trolling at night. This is a research edition. John Flowers, I got your donation. Yeah. Thank you, John Flowers. He's sending in a donation towards the Dame Dash sneaker that I still want. I'm going to get a pair. The CEOs. Okay, folks, I'm looking for the actual year. The year that Dame Dash supposedly slapped Steve Stout. I'm already up to speed on his response. I'm up to speed on that. Please don't send me that link. I'm looking for the year that he supposedly smacked him. He said in response to the Steve Stout interview, he said this, you see, this is why I slapped the shit out this nigga, yada, 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 okay? Rob Lowe, okay, thank you for your donation. Thank you. Okay, if there's no truth to this sexy red being played at Vice President Camala Harris's or some function she was doing, we will keep it pushed. Let me get that out of here. Hang on a second. Okay. Area code, are you calling from overseas? That's a long number. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, it's Karim from Paris.
Hey, man, how are you? Paris, France?
I'm fine. Yeah, Paris, France, but I'm Haitian,
Okay. Where do you want to start, sir?
Well, barbecue. I haven't heard the beginning of the show, but I might have some other info.
Come on.
He used to be a
police officer.
He lives on how do you call extortion. Yeah. His true revenue comes from extortion, because other gangs are doing kidnappings, other gangs are into drug dealing, but barbecue and his area that he operates in is really into extortion of imported goods. So he gets money from rich businessmen and that imports things. And
he's a former police officer, yes? Barbecue.
He was a former police officer, like SWAT team.
Yes.
He was a SWAT team officer, yeah. And
kidnapping. He's kidnapping.
Yeah,
niggas.
getting into...
Call home, send that Skrilla over here, or else we on real nigga time, right?
Yeah. Well, what happened also is that one day I saw him on our YouTube channel with a suit on, and he just started doing conferences and talking about we need a change, and showing himself with a like Che Guevara figure. So he got into that whole wave, but deep inside he's really about money, extortion, and murder. That's the person that he is. So I highly doubt that this guy would be interested in having political power, when what really is interesting for him is chaos, where he can strive and make money easier when there's chaos than where there's a true political power in place. Because if there's a political power, a stable power in place, he won't be able to do what he does for a living, and he will never get back to the police when he already has at least shot at least 5 or 6 police officers with his gang. So
if I can jump in, stay with me, sir. You said you are of Haitian descent. You're calling it from Paris, France, yes?
Yes, I was born and raised in Haiti, and I've been living in Paris for 10 years now.
Okay. To be fair, barbecue sounds like any other Caucasian leader who has come up through the ranks, as you just said, murder, extortion, and other things. Every other Caucasian leader who has risen up through the ranks has done those things, cleaned themselves off, dusted off the yoke, so to speak, and got focused. Who are you for? If you're not in support of him, what is your position on what's going on in Haiti right now? You are Haitian. What is your position?
I mean, I'm really following what's happening there, and there are a group of people, civilian people, that have been working on a Haitian solution, a Haitian. A lot of people that are educated, that have been more or less not so close to the actual power, that has written a accord agreement a few years ago, and that are still in position to be able to lead with maybe 1 or 2 other leaders and make an actual election. But the most important thing now in Haiti is that there is a help for security, like not another force, not an army, but at least tactical help and advice, just to be able to get the capital back in normal. Because there's about maybe 18 police stations that have burned down. So the police has lost the half of the capital.
They have lost control. Now hang on a second. You are Haitian. You have more insight than me. So I'm just asking. Not that you have to agree with me. So there are other people, as you said, who are more educated than barbecue. Have these people already been in positions of power? Might these be some of the people that have been part of the problem thus far? Are they themselves corrupt politicians and or government officials? Are they people who are only interested in getting the bag? What is the as you're saying,
what I've been
solution?
From what I've seen, a few of them has been in power, not in power, but part of ministries and part of some public offices in the past. But in the past, I mean, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Now, most of them are people that, like, some doctors, some are like people that have been working abroad from the UN. And I'm really gonna be 100% honest. My mother is one of those people.
Okay.
So she's part of that group. So I can't say I'm not. I know that there are qualified people there, but they're not really part of political parties. There are people that have really came up together and said, okay, let's agree. Let's talk to people from the countryside and people that are in the private sector, and let's have an agreement and talk about and see what we can do without getting help from America or getting help from France, which has been...
Can I ask you one more question? And number 9, sit tight. He keeps calling back in, number 9. Okay. Let's get really, really focused here, and I want you to educate me and others. How can the greater good prevail without, a barbecue and the other rebels, or maybe you classify them as gang members? How can Haiti prevail and the greater good, shall we say? Well, what is your solution, if you will? Or what course, what path of business and or politics or economics should Haiti go down? Please.
Well, for me, it's guns have to be put down. Guns have to be put down, and people have to get back in the civil society. The prisons have been, everybody's out of prison.
Yeah.
So now it's not a question of, okay, we got to put everybody back in.
You got real niggas running amok now.
People to
Broken
we have to people to rebuild. There's people, and people. I saw an interview of a gang member. He said he has a degree. He tried to work on the iron. He tried to work wood, and nothing has worked for him. And now he has an AK-47 because that's the only thing that gets him money. So now to rebuild, we have to really rebuild, because if we keep, if everything keeps working with gunfire, and it's just gonna bring more chaos. So guns have to be put down. We have to clean up the country and build schools and hospitals. That's the basic.
Some type of guns buyback program like they do in urban areas here in America. Yes. Put the guns down.
Exactly. And schools and hospitals. Schools and hospitals. That's what we don't have.
Sir, you're as high as giraffe pussy, but hang on a second. Number 9 wants to speak to you for some reason. Number 9, you keep calling. I thought you were at work and you didn't have time. What's going on? Number 9.
Hey man, I got time to say something right now. Hey man, if there's one thing I hate the most, someone from the outside speaking about affairs and aren't even there. Nigga, you live in France. What gives you the right to hold on, Frenchie? Hold on, Frenchie. Nigga, you live in France and you talking about this man's business? You're in France kissing Napoleon's great grandson's boots. And you talking about big business.
When the lights come out, a mouth is just a mouth.
You know what? You keep talking. You keep talking.
Go back to work.
I'm going to send barbecue to France to handle you, nigga. I'm going to send barbecue to France to handle you.
Go back to work.
Number nine, I want this man to finish up. Okay, number 9, thank you for calling back. Hold on a second. All right.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to number 9. He's just entertainment. He's just entertainment.
Well, listen, I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're standing your ground. I was trying to throw you a curveball, but finish up.
No, it's okay.
You want the gun? You want the guns put down, and your resolve would be what? Let the U.S. come in and
what we need from the U.S. is tactical help for reformed police, tactical help, and just like a little bit of control on like most of the guns are coming from the U.S. So I don't know what the U.S. can do about that, but mostly I don't know what I can expect from the U.S. But like I said, it's Haitians that need to work in Haiti, so us as a diaspora can go back and invest and see our family safely, and focus on, like I said, schools and hospitals. So yeah, so thank you for bringing that subject up, which is very important right now for us as a people, as a nation.
I appreciate your call. And never mind number 9, man. You stood your ground, and that's what I want. Thank you for your call. Thank you.
All right.
Yes,
bye.
Okay.
Bye.
The man spoke his piece. I let him talk. Okay. Hang on a second. Guys, on the screen, frawleyfusion.com. That's one of my sponsors. Okay, please check them out. Upscale furniture and other things for your home, your office. Okay, you might possibly get a discount if you mention the Star Report. Affordable prices. Okay, frawleyfusion.com. Okay. Janelle, hey Janelle, I got your donation. Yeah, I'm looking for, when did that happen? I have yet to get the year that supposedly Dame Dash put hands on Steve Stout. Someone just send me the year, please. He responded to Steve Stout's interview. Okay, hold on. Those talks. Dame Dash responds to I just want the year. I can't look at videos right now and other stuff. Area code 646. Sit tight. You're my next caller. Sit tight. Guys, at the top of the live chat is the PayPal link if you want to support the show, okay? I always forget to say hit the like button, but it's important now that you hit the like button so that the video gets recommended, okay? This topic, I don't know if many people are doing YouTube videos. I would imagine there's some, but I do want this video to get in the recommendations. I think it's important, okay? So there's the PayPal link on top of the live chat and the like button, if you would be so kind, all right? Mister, I got your donation. Barbecue will be dead in 2 weeks. Okay, are you serious or you just... Thank you, Mr. Controversy. You are appreciated. Timothy, I got your donation. Thank you for your support, sir. Okay. Newt says number 9 used all his okay. He used all of his 3 15-minute breaks at work. Ken, I got your donation. Number 9 should go to Haiti and negotiate a peace treaty. Frank White, thank you for your support. Okay, 2014 Combat Jack SoundCloud. Okay, that's the year that supposedly Dame Dash put hands on Steve Stout. Is that what you're saying, Frank White, 2014? Or that's the year that he did an interview with Combat Jack? I don't know. I need to be clear. I'm bothered by, and I'm going to say this again, I'm bothered by Steve Stout putting that much effort into to talk about Dame Dash during his interview. And then when he started talking about 50 Cent and Ja Rule, I said, I'm out here. I don't want to hear this crap. I'm so sick of the 50 Cent, Ja Rule, Irv Gotti beef. It's they came on the Star and Buck Wild show with paperwork once upon a time. Ja Rule and Irv Gotti over the stabbing or something at the studio, and I just enough already. Okay, Propane K 1982 got your donation. Star, you up to speed on the Mahogany Jackson case of Birmingham, Alabama? Yeah, not so much. I'm going to focus on this today, but thank you. Okay. Thank you for your support. Dre at Grave Shift. Dame took issue with the way Steve Stout laced up his high top joints. Now that's funny. That's funny for those who remember how Dame Dash and Jay-Z met. Dame Dash noticed how Jay-Z laced up his high top sneakers. Okay. 646. Good afternoon, early evening. This is a research edition. Are you there? 646.
Yeah. What's up, Star? What's up, man? How you doing?
How are you? Good. Who's this?
Yeah, I just sent a super chat. I just wanted to address, like, number 9 calling in. This dude has said on numerous occasions he doesn't give a shit about. He doesn't care about.
So I need you to watch the language. We're having a good discussion. Please watch the language.
I got you.
Go ahead.
I got you. My bad. Said on numerous occasions he doesn't care about Haiti. And just the other day, before that fat white broad called in, he said he was an American first patriot. You there?
Yeah, but sir, listen, come on. We're having a research edition here. Don't attack somebody who called in for number 9. Let's do that at night, please. Let's get to the.
It's just that he's calling in, speaking on Haiti's behalf after saying he doesn't care.
Okay. Are you yourself Haitian, sir? I'm trying to be educated. Are you Haitian?
No. I'm American.
Okay.
I'm Black American.
I appreciate your donation. Are you up to speed? Do you know what's going on in Haiti? I'm trying to be more in the know here. I haven't really kept up on current events with Haiti. I mean, I know the history back in the days, but I want to know what's going on now. What do you think?
I hope barbecue eventually gets a coalition together strong enough to benefit from some of those resources that the U.S. is mining over there now.
Okay.
Over $1 trillion in minerals. So I hope barbecue can eventually make something happen, forget his past. And if he's going to be a freedom fighter like Ibrahim in Africa, then I'm all for it.
Okay. I appreciate the support,
all
man.
right,
Thank
man.
you.
Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
I thought number 9 did a great job. I needed him to call in to give me some insight and some, knowledge here. He did a great job. He called back and, added more to the table. So what? He said something about Haiti in the past. It's showtime right now. It's showtime. Guys, I'm asking you to go to a YouTube channel. This is one of my new sponsors. Her name is Camille. Okay, and she admits she's just getting started. Her and I had a nice conversation. Well, 2 conversations about her channel and realistically what it is that I thought I could do. I said, listen, I can get you the traffic, but you have to work on the tags and other things. And she's working. So I'm asking you to go to her channel, offer some support. She's a very, very nice person, and she's trying. She's making adjustments on her channel. She wants to be a content creator, so give her some support. Tell her what you like and what you think she could do to improve. She wants that type of feedback. Okay, there's her YouTube channel right there. Okay. Okay, someone sent me a email here. Star, I appreciate you expressing your concern for Haiti. I know you ride for FBA, but you give everybody that work and show your humanity to all. Salute from a former Andrew Jackson dropout. Wow. Okay. Wow. Thank you, man. Andrew Jackson, myself, class of 82. Where is DJ Prophecy? Hold on a second. He should have a wrench. And any other sponsor, you should have wrenches in the live chat so that you can promote your links. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just go to check on something here real quick. DJ Prophecy. I'm going to bring in someone here shortly. Area code 808, sit tight. You're up next. 808, sit tight. Where is DJ Prophecy? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me make sure he's got a wrench. Trackmasters DJ. Okay. Okay, check now. DJ Prophecy, and please do not spam. Do not spam, and don't remove anybody. Area code 808. Good afternoon, early evening. We're doing research. Are you there with regards to Haiti?
Yes, I am.
How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, Mr. Star.
Yes, sir.
My name is The Beast.
Okay.
I come by way of the Heineken. He he sent me your show just now. He told me to
Heineken.
Give some comments.
That's my guy.
Oh yeah.
Is he available?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Heineken from Bag Fuel. He was also at This Is 50. Is he available to call in?
Yes, actually, he's gonna meeting up with him in about 10 minutes.
Okay,
that's my brother. Since I'm knowledgeable on these things,
he's a great
he said,
guy.
"Hey, you know what? Yes, sir."
Go ahead.
So, realistically, Star, this is a research portion. So again, I'm not going to, sling accusations or whatnot. But Haiti has been mired with meddling, collusion. I mean, at the highest level. Mm-hmm. So the firearms and again, I'm going to use coded language here, of course. So apologize to the viewers, but the firearms that are currently now in the revolutionaries' possession and use are of U.S. origin.
Mm-hmm.
So when the U.S. sits there and takes a neutral, kind of appeasement type of strategy, just know that they're back channeling almost every single type of coup, every single type of action.
Right.
If it's beneficial to the states, if it's beneficial to the British Crown, if it's beneficial to France, understand that these powers they have heavy influence in Haiti right now. And there's this parable that the Haitians say. They say the second most powerful person in Haiti is the president, when there was a president, of course. And the first most powerful person in Haiti is the U.S., is the sitting ambassador for the U.S. It's funny because it's so true.
Okay.
It really is. I mean, yeah, whenever there's a serious decision to be made on behalf of the country, it isn't unilateral like you would like it to be.
Mm-hmm.
There's always some type of 17 phone calls between the embassy of the States and Haiti, because a lot of people don't understand that we, when I say we, the Haitians receive about, maybe 70, 80% of aid. So you have to understand that if you don't play ball with me and I cut off aid, right, a lot of people are going to start right away. Yeah. So there are.
If I can jump in for a second, we've been having a very healthy discussion here. As of 20 hours ago, Reuters has published that the U.S. is pushing Haiti Prime Minister to speed up his transition. Any information or any insight on what the U.S. wants to happen now? Because clearly they want him to out, or they want him to alleviate power to who?
I'll say this. The U.S. is speaking out of both sides of its mouth.
Okay.
The U.S. really doesn't care as long as someone's willing to play ball. And again, I don't want to sling accusations, but the deceased president wasn't playing ball when it came to the administering of the jab or the poke.
Okay.
And he was very vocal about it. So somehow, somewhere, we had Colombians come in, mercenaries, yada yada.
Right.
And yes, you did touch on it earlier today with the caller rather, with the wife being involved. I mean, imagine this.
Hang on. I want to focus on now. I really, really want to be educated by people like yourself who are of Haitian descent, especially if you have family back home. But now, here's the thing. White House spokesperson Karine Jean-Pierre, she said that they are not providing any assistance to help the prime minister return to Haiti. With less than 24 hours ago, he was in Puerto Rico. So what is the U.S. interest now in him transitioning the power or stepping down? Who is next to be in there? I'm sure they have somebody who they want in, yes?
Right. So there isn't. Here's the thing, though. It's so murky. And what I mean by it, I really wish I can give you a name. However, it's whoever is going to be able to, whoever has the most support via the people that we can control. That's really what it is, who we can control. So let's just say Ariel Henry is able to, by some miracle, by a boat, by whatever.
No, sir, he's out of there. Hang on a second. He's out of there. And if he returns, barbecue is going 10 toes down. So no, let's not even do the I don't mean to cut you short. Let's not do the hypothetical. He's out. Barbecue doesn't want him returning, and the U.S. doesn't want him returning as well. I need to know, in your opinion, who is next to be in place to, as you just said, play ball. Who's next?
The establishment, whoever is ruling. I don't say ruling, but I use it loosely, in Ariel's stead.
Okay.
Whoever the establishment is, whoever is ruling right now, whoever's ruling in his stead, that's pretty much the people they're going to want to play ball with, because they will not play ball with Jimmy Chérizier, which is barbecue.
Right.
They will not play ball.
Yeah.
They will not. there is another figure that's emerging, but he's emerging more on the revolutionary side, which is Guy Philippe. And he was, funnily enough, he was charged and he did time in the States for drug trafficking. And he's been released. He's been deported back into Haiti. And he's a very influential figure that people are looking to.
Is he in favor of the LGBTQ plus?
Absolutely not.
Okay. The reason why I ask, hang on a second, I'm gonna let you finish up. Hang on. I'm gonna let you finish up. The reason why I'm asking, and again, I don't know. Ghana's parliament just passed an anti-LGBTQ plus bill, all right? And I agree with you that the CIA wants whoever they want in there. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen, but might they be trying to get someone in there who is in favor of things such as the LGBTQ plus? And might that be why barbecue, just a small portion of why barbecue is saying, no, we do not want to lose our culture, our dignity, and our whatever moving forward in society. I know that's a lot I put on the table, but can you address any of that?
Right. Yeah, I can address that, of course. Well, we've always had a stance against it. Like, it isn't to say that we're outright going to, put people in prison for it like they are doing over there in some parts of Africa. However, there are bigger issues. Like, it's really not a big deal the way that it is a big deal in the States from the media standpoint. But we as Haitians don't really care for that. Like, we're starving. You know what I'm saying? The rice that the U.S. is sending us has like twice the level of arsenic. You know what I'm saying? So there are bigger fish to fry. So, but the thing is, when it comes to that, we don't really care for it, number one. Number two, we're not for it. So again, from the news in which that you're receiving is very slanted and leaned towards our issues or what we would like to impose on the island. But realistically, these people are starving. They don't have economic relief. They don't have power. It's crazy. I mean, especially when you see people driving, Nissan Patrols costing like 50 racks, and you're using government money, and we can't even get functioning schools.
Listen, I got to take other calls. Please tell your brother Heineken I said salute, and I'll be in New York next month, and I do plan to stop on his podcast, Bag Fuel, to chop it up with him. All right?
Yeah, of course, not a problem, man. And if I may, I'll just drop my Instagram, and they can reach out to me. I manage, and yeah.
Okay, all right. Good to talk to you, man. Salute. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.